you are over the age of 35, stop everything you're doing right now. After a lifetime of eating fatty foods, you may run the risks of a stroke or heart attack due to plaque buildup in your veins and arteries. To learn how you can reduce your risks, visit youthfountainlab.com or call 1-800-853-7856 today. This may be a life-changing call for you or someone you love. Thank you, and we hope to hear from you.
R.I.P. Easy, like it, you know. I feel like I like the vibe of this one, man. It had a little theme. Everything else pretty much has just been like a stage and lights, right. But this one kind of had like themes. So this is my favorite one as far as the set design goes.
Now, we know the discussion came up. I don't know if you brought it up or somebody asked you the question about a possible Verzuz battle with T.I. If I'm not mistaken, you said you wanted $1 million to do that. Is that a possibility? And do you think doing that could possibly, ignite old wounds that you guys close in a way, not like you guys going to get it in like that, but just like kind of like it's the competitive spirit once again on the stage. How do you feel about that?
Man, like I said, I'm willing to lower my price. If I was to do it, I believe in doing things right. And as far as me and Chip go, like, we cool. Like, we probably text every 3 months. He called me on Christmas, actually, and I was knocked out because I was up there before. And then I called him back. We played phone tag on Christmas. But, we had a cool place, man. Like, we moved past that shit. We talked about it multiple times, had a meeting back in the day, with Jay Prince. Shout out to Jay Prince, Mob Ties. Yeah, but like I told the people that asked me, like, I'm not picking a opponent like, hey, I want this person, like I'm Flip Mayweather, so you line them up, I get to them. And one of the big misconceptions I think about Verzuz is a lot of people, some battles, people are like, oh yeah, this person has more commercial hits. And then some people are like, nah, but we like the street classics. So like Verzuz is like a battle of people's fans that like them for different reasons. And man, like people underestimate a lot of people from the South, especially rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like people like Flip, Zero, Slim, you know what I mean? Key, Paul, Mike, even Face, like we might have, Mike, we got records that we put out that millions, billions of people know. Now, we may not have put millions of dollars in, promoting this record to radio, but you can't underestimate the fact, like, and I'm going to speak for me now. My catalog is so extensive to the point where it's people that are fans for me for my commercial stuff. It's people that are fans for me for my DJ Screw freestyles. It's people that are fans for me for my freestyles that I did on Swisher House tapes. Mm-hmm. So my catalog, like I have a record right now called, it was on a mixtape called I-45, but I call it We Blow Indo. Like when I perform We Blow Indo, this is like around the world. Sometimes I don't do this record like when I'm on the East Coast or, West Coast or Midwest. And then fans be like, why you didn't do it? Because I know this record is like crazy, like in the South, but like when I first started, it wasn't no internet and all that. So I sometimes underestimate some of my freestyles. But bro, when I perform this record called We Blow Indo, in the line, I say, you might see me in the expedition with a sign on the back. They say, let's go fishing. The crowd just screams this. I also got a record called Sunny Day, featuring my cousin Big Shasta. That's a favorite record by me. When I perform that record, like it's just crazy. The crowd, like it's so crazy. So a lot of people, they're sheep and they're brainwashed on, well, if this record didn't come on the radio or the TV and didn't have millions of dollars behind it, then it's not as big as a record or not as many people know. But like in life and music, people migrate. It's people that grew up in Texas, went to the Army, ended up in Germany, ended up in Atlanta, ended up just in
Mm-hmm.
Japan. And when they're like in their bunk with those people that are serving as well, you know, that's when they have their music swaps and their vibes. Like, hey man, I'm from Houston, man. We jam this groove. I don't really like that. And then by the time a year passed by, the same people that were saying they didn't like screw music, now they're like, man, we jam that shit. We like Flip. So you don't really know how big and how far a person's reach. You can't gauge that off a radio play or even album sales, because I do a lot of stuff behind the scenes that no artists really do. Like, I'm constantly giving CDs and tapes and just stuff to my fans behind the scenes for free. So from the 90s, man, to the 80s, I would always have my product, giving it away, just giving it away. Because my motto was like, if I give you my music free, you'll know it, and then you'll buy a shirt. So if I don't get you to buy a CD, I'll get you to buy a shirt. I don't get you to buy a shirt, you'll buy a verse. So this is how I look at it. I look at it from a hustler standpoint. You know, you got to give out your samples to get people hooked. So, like, till this day, like, I still be in the drive-thrus, wherever I'm at. Hey, what up? Here you go. Hey, this Flip Mayweather. I just give music to random people still. And like, these people, man, I impacted so many lives. Like, I give it to them myself. So it's more impressionable.
Right.
Flip hands you a CD instead of my street team. And so, man, people underestimate my fan base. People assume that, you know, we fell out. People assume that we somewhere, you know, like, you know, living under a bridge, you know what I'm saying? Broke, disgusted, you know, like, and that's no knock to people who actually live on the bridge, but I'm saying there's a lot of people that underestimate success. And I feel like, you know, still driving Rolls Royces, living in nice houses and owning ranches and pieces of exotic pop and shells.com. And like, I'm always moving like a ninja, man. Like, my life, man, I didn't accomplish everything I wanted. All I wanted was a gold play.
Right.
Got 25 million albums, so I'm basically just playing the bonus game. Like, when you play a game and you're on the bonus level, I'm just, you know, having fun as a risk kid.
Yes, sir. I heard you talking in one interview about Jay Prince's influence in your life, and you pretty much said that he gave you the blueprint, you know, not just in the music, but just in business in general, the properties and things like that. Talk about, you know, his influence, Jay Prince's influence, you know, on you coming up.
Man. I mean, he's the blueprint to part of my success. You know, part of my success and my way of thinking comes from my grandparents, my dad, my mom, DJ Screw, and Jay Prince. And so, from the record label standpoint and how to maneuver out here around the world and how to push your own music and invest, and how to make sure you look the part, and how to demand respect, show respect, but demand respect. Like, I mean, I basically was able to be a sponge and soak up the game and knowledge of what I saw him and DJ Screw do. And I just took notes.